Hi people, my Norwegian back again as always, and as usual. In this short Goetic video, I'm going to discuss another Goetic spirit. Just again, as usual, at this point, I'm literally just doing spirit videos. Usually when I have some time to kill and whatnot, such as now. As you can tell based on the header of this video, it is an Andrealphus. That's how his name is pronounced. Andrealphus, in English. Andrealphus is how I would pronounce him. He says Andrealphus is just fine. From henceforth it's Andrealphus. Now, his description from the Goetia is as follows. He's spirit number 65. The 65th spirit is Andrealphus. He's a mighty marquis appearing at first in the form of a peacock with great noises, but after a time he put it on human shape. He can teach geometry perfectly, he maketh men very subtle therein, and in all things pertaining unto mensuration, I think that then he meant measuration, but in any case it's obviously referring to the metric system, or referring to metric calculations, or making metric calculations. In any case, mensuration or astronomy, he can transform a man into the likeness of a bird. He governed the 30 legions of infernal spirits, and this is his seal, etc. And that's the thumbnail of this video, as is the case with most of my spirit videos, specifically pertaining to Goetic spirits. Now, again, I want to keep things really short. Why wouldn't I? Andrealphus is mercurial. He corresponds to 10 degrees in Virgo, or Virgo. The 10 degree, the key word for that degree is usefulness. So essentially, Andrealphus, his specialty is anything that relates to work or that you view as work. It could be an art form, anything that you see as work, as in, hey, let's get to work. Let me do this, let me do that. So not just pertaining to what you view as what you do for a living, as a profession or anything. Now, anything that you see as work, even practicing magic is work. Anything that you view, something an art form, even a hobby, is work essentially. So that's what's meant by work. And he specializes in accuracy. It's all about making you as accurate and as refined as possible, or having you become that way to the point where you excel tremendously like no other, in relation to whatever it is that you view as work. Any undertaking, okay? Keyword undertaking. Anything that you view as an undertaking, as in, hey, I want to get this done, hey, I want to get that done. For example, you like painting. That can be seen as an undertaking, as work, and he'll essentially make you the most accurate painter you can think of if you work with him seriously, and he'll make you a refined painter. So your paintings will be like absolute masterpieces, or they will be absolute masterpieces. Best case scenario, think Van Gogh, Rembrandt, seriously along those lines. He appears initially as a beautiful white peacock, and I actually like that form. It's a really beautiful big peacock, like yay high, essentially as big as me sitting down, but like slightly shorter, like here, up to my chest. A blue-white peacock. For the most part, the peacock is blue, but it changes color sometimes and has a little shade of blue on. It's generally speaking white, but on occasion it changes shape and it becomes slightly blue, specifically its head and parts of its tail. It can make peacock noises, but it doesn't really make a lot of them. It's more quiet in general. And then afterwards he turns into just a regular man, or better said, not so regular man. A humanoid looking being, and he looks human, but there are some things that are off where you can say, hey, this is not a thingy person. This is not this is not like the average person now. Specifically, he has like vampiric teeth, and he has blonde hair mixed with black, like a Caucasian looking man, a white man, but he could also be like mixed race, like Southern European or similar. And he's generally speaking naked, but he can also like just be wearing a pair of boxer shorts, etc. And his hair is more like strewn down, like all the way close to his shoulders, essentially, or just up to his cheeks. Yeah, that's what he looks like, essentially. That's what Andrealphus looks like. And yeah, last but not least, the description regarding the Goetia. Specifically teaching people about geometry and astronomy. Like I said, that's not a specialty, okay? A specialty is just as I described, okay? The person, the editor or the writer of the Goetia focused specifically on geometry. It's possible that the writer was biased or he deliberately added that as a means of misinformation, etc., 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 the likes of which I explain in the video the Goetia evaluated or in my articles on the Goetia. So again, it's not just pertaining to metric calculations or anything that has to do with any metric system or astronomy or astrology. No. Anything that you view as an undertaking, as work, as a working, it'll make you accurate in what you want to do and refined. And the whole part about transforming man into the likeness of a bird, ever since I saw that, I was like, no, that's nonsense. No, that's not what the thingy means, that he's literally going to transform you into a bird. That's not it, okay? The thing is that Andrealphus also has a strong hint of Libra in him, which indicates a heavy emphasis laid on refinement, but in such a manner that a heavy amount of concentration is put into his method of working. So he'll bestow that upon you as a character trait. He'll make you so focused on what you're doing that you essentially forget everything else, to the point where you'll almost like borderline ignore some aspects of your life, you know? Think of someone that is so focused and fixating on writing a hit piece, a novel, that the person essentially forgets to like maybe take a shower on occasion, or the person eats way too late, you know, the person only eats like on rare occasion. It just goes on like that. Okay, that's what Andrealphus does. But of course, that's pivotal and necessary to success. It's accuracy mixed with refinement, Mercury mixed with Venus. Okay, Virgo mixed with, or Virgo mixed with Libra. And last but not least, what was the other thing again? Oh yeah, the part about regarding a bird stands for the fact that regarding his strong Libra influence, something that definitely stands out and that is also a specialty of him, other than what I already mentioned up to this point, is that's where his Libra influence comes in, is specifically regarding nature and photography. If you're, for example, someone you like to take pictures, you like to do this, you like to do that, you like to make paintings of naturistic scenes, like beautiful nature-based landscapes, stuff like that, or you like going out into nature and you like looking for inspiration in any way. Like think of someone that likes taking pictures, like me, for example, pictures I've taken in the past before on of landscapes in nature and whatnot. You can find that linked in the description. Okay, I usually when I make nature-based wallpapers, or the majority of those wallpapers are nature-based. One of the last ones was of my own house, but out from the street point out. I upload them onto a specific website called goodfun.com. You can find it linked in the description. I've already shared that thing in the past. And yeah, a lot of people like my stuff because my stuff has been downloaded like thousands of times, 8,000 times. And going up and climbing. So that's an example. So that's what he specializes in. If you're a nature photographer, for example, oh boy, then yeah, Andrealphus is definitely the spirit for you. He'll make you so detail conscious and so accurate and so focused on getting that perfect shot and inspiring you to the point where you can take it from an angle that most photographers would not notice or overlook or both. Then yeah, you'll just really become like one of the best photographers in the world, honestly. And yeah, that's it. That's the whole saying about transforming a man into the likeness of a bird. Nothing else really. So that's all, guys. See you guys later. Bye.